how easy maths is will be your feeling after watching videos on this channel. Hi, this is Atul. Welcome you all in AS Maths World, where we learn complete conceptual mathematics, that too in easy, understandable and simple language. So let's begin today's learning. Meanwhile, you can subscribe my channel AS Maths World if you had not subscribed it. So please subscribe it and press the bell icon too. So let's begin. First of all, we will see the brief look of what is our agenda today, what we are going to learn today in the animated form. Today we are going to learn this bouncing thing in yellow background, that is nothing but linear equation in two variables. So in this, if you see, there are various words like linear, equations and variables. One by one we will elaborate what all these things means, what actually linear equation in two variable means. After that, if you observe here, I had written this thing, that is basics of linear equation in two variable. In short form I had written, and I had numbered it 0. Why? Because I want to tell that this is the beginning of linear equation, means from very basic start of this new journey of linear equation. That is why I had numbered it 0. This basics of linear equation in two variable are again divided into three parts, and that are these three parts. For first part is formation, in which we will see how they are formed. The second part is standard form of linear equation, we are going to see. Then we will see why these equations are called as linear equations in two variable, right? After that we will elaborate our very first point, that is formation, with these four examples. So in that formation of linear equation in two variable, we are going to see these four real life examples. Some examples are from mathematics. After that we will see this second point, that is standard form of linear equation in two variable, how linear equation can be written in standard form, how to bring various equations in standard form, what is the standard form, and this is nothing but this is the standard form. So how to bring the equations in this standard form, what is the meaning of A, B, C here, why 0 is written on right side, can we write it right C on the left side, all that we are going to see in this bit, that is the standard form of linear equation in two. After that we will see graphical representation, and hence we will answer this thing, why they are called as linear equation, why these equations are called as linear equation with the help of graph. So this is our linear equations in two variable. Okay, that is our topic today, and in that we are seeing our first, or we had said 0.1, that is formation, that we are going to see here. Now we have to understand why this is important to learn the formation of linear equation in two variable, because in your coming days or in your coming higher classes you are going to learn and find a solution of numerous linear equation in two variable or three variable or four variable. But if we know how they are formed, why they are formed, and in that will make us more real life centric, and that because we will know where to use the linear equation. So first example we will see. So our first example here is, as we had seen, is this example, that is Rahul goes to a stationery shop and bought 3 notebooks and 2 pens. He pays 350 rupees to a shopkeeper. Express this in equation form. So that is our question. Rahul is a boy, obviously. So this boy Rahul goes to a stationery shop and buying 3 notebooks and 2 pens and paying 350 rupees. Now we will see how we can form this. So in the very first example, what is given? The things he is buying are 3 notebooks, okay, 3 notebook, 2 pens, 2 number of pens he is buying, and he is paying 350 rupees. Now we know that this boy Rahul is buying 3 notebook, 2 pen and 350 rupees is a total bill paid, right, by Rahul to a shopkeeper, right? This thing we know. Is there any information given about a price of single pen? So no. Is there any information given about price of single notebook? No, right? So we don't know the price of single notebook or single pen. So this is unknown to us. What is known to us is 5 items are bought, Out of that, 3 are notebook, 2 are pen, and total bill paid is 350 rupees. Now if I ask you how much amount out of this 350 is paid for pens and how much amount is paid for notebooks, can you answer at this moment? So of course no, you can't answer at this moment. So first of all, we will consider that, let's consider price of one notebook is, we don't know the price of one notebook, and we can consider it, we have to express it in the mathematical form, and for that we have to use variables x. Now we will see why these are called as variable. So I had considered here price of one notebook is x and unit is rupees, right? Similarly, price of one pen we will consider as y rupees. This is our consideration. Is it compulsory to take x and y always? No. There are 26 alphabet. Out of that, you can take any alphabet to express our things in mathematical form. Now we have considered that the price of one notebook is x rupees and price of one pen is y rupees, right? Now let me elaborate in more way. Suppose I am buying something. Suppose I want to buy this watch. This watch is for say 500 rupees. Now if someone bought this one watch, how much he has to pay? He or she will pay 500 rupees. If the number of watches are 2, how much amount he has to pay? 1000 rupees, right? Again, if someone is buying 10 watches, this watch is for suppose 500 rupees, so here the person has to pay 5000 rupees. Now how we are finding this? We are finding these by multiplying the number of watches into the value of one watch. Now we know the value of one watch is 500 here, and how many watches we are buying here? In this case 1, so 500 into 1 is 5. Here number of watches are 2, the price per watch is 500, so 500 into 2 is 1000 rupees. For 2 watches we have to pay 1000 rupees. Now here if the number of watches are 10 and price per watch is 500, then we have to pay 5000 rupees. So what we are doing here, price of one item into number of items we are multiplying. So same thing we have to do here also. Price of pens and price of notebook, that we have to add here. So first of all we will see here, see this is, so here in this case what we can do, total bill is divided into two parts, and that two parts are this. One is bill of how many pens? 2 pens, bill of 2 pen, plus here I am taking it in blue, that is bill of 3 notebooks, right? So this thing we have to remember, this is our total bill. Total bill is divided into two parts, bill of 2 pens and bill of 3 notebook, right? Now we know that price for one, here in this case we are found this thing. How we are finding this? Multiplying the number of item into number of price of that item. So here total bill paid by Rahul was 350 rupees, okay, and then bill of 2 pen. Now one pen is for x rupees, here sorry, one pen is for y rupees, here it is given. We had considered that one pen is for y rupees. So what is the value of, if one pen is bought for y rupees, then number of pens we are buying are 2, so 2 into y, plus here the bill of 3 notebook. Now for one notebook what we are paying? X. How many notebooks we are buying? 3 notebooks, so we have to multiply by 3. So here the price of one notebook into number of notebook, here price of one pen into number of pens, and this together, bill of pen and bill of notebook, will cost 350 rupees to Rahul. Now this can be further written like this, as 350 is equals to 2 into y means 2y plus here 3x is 3 into x is 3x, and so here we will write it in the proper form. 3x plus 2y is equals to 350. Okay, now here if you observe here, there you can see here there are two variables, one is x and the second one is y, and that is why this is called as linear equation in two variables. Now why the name variable, why they are called as variable, we will see later on, but why here the word 2 is used, we had clarified. Now we will move to our second example, and that is John and Jack together has 26 cookies. Express this in equation form. Again, this is this example. In this example, what is John and Jack, these are the two boys, and they are having 26 cookies in total. So here again same question, did we know the cookies with John or did we know cookies with Jack? No. So we are not knowing how many cookies John have and how many cookies Jack have separately, but we know that together they have x, but we know that together they have 26 cookies. So let John have say m number of cookies, right, and Jack have say n number of cookies. And what is given in the question, that Jack and John together have 26 cookies. So cookies with John are how many? M. Then we will add it to the cookies with John, and that is n, and together it is 26. Again here if you observe, there are two different variables, that are m and n. So therefore this is expressed in the equation form. Again we will see this. Now this third example is very important, that is perimeter of a rectangle is 36 centimeter. How can this be represented in equation form? Again, now in our third example we see, if we observe here in our third example, that is perimeter of a rectangle is given. Perimeter of rectangle is given and it is 36 centimeter, right? So one thing is only known. Now we have to recapitulate the formula of perimeter of rectangle. Now for your information, I am drawing here a rectangle. Now we know the properties of rectangle, that their opposite sides are equal and their angles are of 90 degree, their diagonals are bisectors of each other and all that. But what is important to us is, let this is rectangle ABCD. Now let AB is of say A centimeter, so that means DC will be of also A centimeter, right? Why? We know that properties of rectangle with, why? Because so DC will be also A centimeter. We know this in the properties of rectangle. Again, these all angles are of 90 degree, we know that. Now suppose this length is say B centimeter, where A and B are some numbers, so we don't know, that is why we are expressing. So this side also will be of B centimeter, AD is of also, so here if you observe this side, AD will be equals to BC, and similarly this AB will be equals to DC, and we had taken them as AA centimeter, and here it is BB centimeter. Now what is the definition of perimeter of a rectangle? We know what is the perimeter of rectangle. Perimeter of rectangle is nothing but the sum of all sides. So perimeter. So what is perimeter of rectangle? Perimeter of rectangle is nothing but perimeter of rectangle is nothing but sum of all sides. Sum of all sides, right? So what are the sides here? So what is the perimeter? The perimeter is given already. It is 36 is equals to, now sum of all sides. What is the sum of all sides? So here sides are AB plus BC plus CD plus AD. These are the four sides. Now we know that out of this AB is equals to CD. So therefore, but AB and CD are nothing but A. So here we will write first this thing A, and these remaining two are this BC and AD are also equal, and they are nothing but B. So B, again here B for AD, B for BC, and here it is 36 on left side. Now what we observe here, if you see here, this A means what? It is 1 times A. Similarly B means 1 time B, 1 time A, 1 time B. So here if we add this 1A and 1A, this will give us 2A, right? 2A, 1 time A plus 1 time A is 2A, plus similarly this 1 time B plus 1 time B is 2 times B, and this 36 kept as it is on left side. Now here by observing we see that all the numbers are divisible by 2. 36 is divisible by 2, 2A is divisible by 2, and 2B is divisible by 2. So everywhere I will divide by 2. Each number of this equation I will divide by 2. So here also divide by 2. Now this will give me this thing, 36 divided by 2 will be equals to 18, and 2A, this 2 and this 2 will get cancelled, it is A, plus this 2 and this 2 will get cancelled, and this B as it is. So I get this equation, and this is again, if you observe here, there are two variables A and B, and their sum is 18. So perimeter was given, but length was unknown, breadth was unknown, and still we had written it as written in the equation form. And on the same line you can solve, and on the same line you can solve this fourth example. You have to write it in the comment form, that is sum of two numbers is 39 while their difference is 21. Express this in equation form. So there are two conditions are given, one is sum of two numbers and second is difference of two numbers. You have to write both the equation in comment. Now we will learn this second bit of our basic, that is standard form of linear equation in two variable. Okay, so I am writing it in short form. So here we had seen, this is the standard form of linear equation, this thing, that is ax plus by plus c is equals to 0. This is nothing but the standard form of linear equation. Now obviously you will ask question, why it is important to learn the standard form of linear equation in two variables. So here is the answer for that. Suppose someone gives you an equation and ask you whether it is a linear equation or not. Can you answer without knowing its standard form? No. Or someone says the given equation is not a linear equation. Can you justify that? So for that we have to learn this. So here we have to learn one thing, that is what are the parameters that make some equation linear equation. Thing behind learning standard form is that we have to learn how they are behaving, or what are the parameters that makes some equation a linear equation in two variables. So this was a standard form given, or sometimes some people write this C here, this C on right side, that is also valid, but for our convenience we have taken this as ax plus by plus c is equals to 0 is our standard form. Now we will see what are the parameters here. Now here these three things A, B and C are nothing but the real numbers. These are the three numbers or any three numbers. So how these numbers should be? these must be real numbers. A, B and C are the real number. Now second thing we observe here is power of x is what? 1, and here what is the power of y? Here it is power of y is 1. So power must be 1. Power is equals to 1. So we can say highest power present. Highest power present is 1. So in standard form, these two things we are observing here. A, B, C must be real number, highest power should be 1, and there is a third parameter, and that is A and B. This A and B must not be equals to 0 simultaneously. Simultaneously. So what does that mean? Means simultaneously in this equation, if A and B are 0, then that will not be considered as a linear equation in two variable. Now suppose what will happen? Now we will see what will happen if these two are simultaneously 0. Now the standard form is ax plus by plus c is equals to 0. Now here if I take the value of this A as 0 and B as 0 simultaneously, so this will make 0 into x plus this again B 0 into y plus c is equals to 0. So 0 into x is what? 0 plus again 0 into y is 0 plus c is equals to 0. So we will get this equation. What we are getting here, this 0 plus 0 is nothing, that means 0, c is equals to 0. So can we see here any variable? No. And what is c? C is a real number. Okay, 0 is a real number, but this is not the linear equation in two variable. So these are the three conditions. One, A, B and C must be real numbers, highest power present in the equation must be 1, and A and B must not be, and A and B simultaneously should not be 0. So these are the three conditions which will make any given equation as a linear equation in two variable. So same is for three variable, one variable you can identify the standard form, but we are restricted here with the linear equation in two variable. Now let's check. Suppose if I am asking you this example, say if I am giving you this example, root of minus 1x plus 3y minus 9 is equals to 0. Compare with this as a standard form, ax plus by plus c is equals to 0. What we will get here? Here in this case value of a is minus 1, root of minus 1, b is 3 and c is minus 9. So comparing with the standard form, what we are getting, a is root of minus 1, but what is root of minus 1? Is it a real number or non-real number? So it is not a real number, it is a non-real number. So therefore what is our condition? Here our first condition is a, b and c must be a real number. So this equation is not a linear equation in two variable. It is in two variable, but it is not linear equation. Again we will see second example. Suppose here it is 3m minus 9n is equals to 8. Suppose this equation is given. Can we compare it directly with our standard form? No, we have to bring it into standard form. How we will? So here this 3m minus 9n and this 8 is plus on this right side. If we bring it on the left side, it will become minus, so minus 8. So what will remain on the left side? Nothing. Nothing means what? 0. So we are getting this equation, 3m minus 9n minus 8 is equals to 0. Comparing with our standard form, what is our standard form? A, so here am plus bn plus c is equals to 0 is our standard form. Actually I am replacing x and y by m and n respectively here. So we are getting here a as 3, a is equals to 3, b is equals to minus 9 and c we are getting as minus 8. So these are three real number. Highest power present here is 1, here is 1. So second condition is satisfied. First is this, second is highest power present is 1 1, and third is simultaneously this must not be equals to 0. A and B simultaneously must not be equals to 0. So third condition is also satisfied. So this is linear equation in two variable. Now again we will see another example. Suppose third example, if it is 4m is equals to 3s, so what we can write here, 4m, if we bring this 3s on this side, it will become minus 3s and is equals to 0. How we will write this? What is our standard form? Standard form is, so in this case we have to write this as am plus bs plus c is equals to 0, and the given equation can be rewritten as like this: 4m minus 3s, and here there is no term is there, so therefore we will write, I am writing here plus 0. So what we are getting here, what is the values of a, b and c? So a is equals to 4, b is equals to minus 3, here b, and here it is minus 3, and c is equals to 0, and c is equals to 0. So all these are the real numbers. So first condition is satisfied. Second condition is what? A and b should not be equals to 0. Here a is 4, b is minus 3, simultaneously they are not 0. Second is satisfied. Third, highest power present must be 1. So here power of m is 1, power of s is 1, and therefore third condition is also satisfied. First, second and third satisfied, therefore the given equation 4m is equals to 3s is a linear equation in two variable. So in this way we can use the standard form to check whether the given equation is. We will move to our last part, and that is last part of today's lecture, that is graphical representation of the linear equation in two variable. And here we will get our answer why these equations are called as linear equations, right? So suppose we are having these two equations. Say we are having this equation, say x suppose we have this equation, x plus y is equals to say 2, x plus y is equals to 2. Okay, so if we want to find the graph of this equation, so here I am taking values of x as, so for drawing the graph I must know the values of x and y. Now let I am taking value of x is equals to x plus y is equals to 2. So first of all let's take value of x as 0, so that means y will be equals to 2. If we put x is equals to 0 in this equation, 0 plus y is equals to 2 means y is equals to 2. Similarly, if I take y is equals to 0, I will get x as 2. Now again if I take x is equals to 1, y will also be equals to 1. If we put the values of this thing, if we put the values of x and y in this equation, now if I am taking value of y as 3, if I take y as 3, then x must be equals to minus 1. See what I am doing here, x plus y is 2 is the given equation. Now I am putting x as 3, put this x as 3 plus y is equals to 2. So if this 3 here it is plus, if I take it on the right side, it will become y is equals to 2 minus 3. That means y is equals to minus 1. Y is equals to minus 1. So in this way I had found all these values of x and y. So now we are having the pairs of, so we are having coordinates of this equation. Coordinates obtained from this equation are 0, 2, 2, 0, 1, 1 and 3, minus 1. Now we will plot these points on the graph. So here the first point is 0 2 and 2 means value of x is 0 and y is 2. Now suppose this is our axis system and let this is 1 2 3 4 and so on. Now first point was x is equals to 0. Here if you observe, it is x is 0 and y is 2. So on y axis everywhere x is what? 0. On y axis x is 0 and y is 2, means this point is nothing but this first point. Let this is a, so this point is a. Now second point 2 comma 0, on everywhere on x axis y is 0 and let this point is b, so 2 comma 0 can be plotted here 1 2. So here we will plot this point, this is nothing but b, okay, this point. Now third point, that is 1 comma 1, that means x is equals to 1 and y is equals to 1, let name it as c. So third point here x is equals to 1, here x is equals to 1 and y is also 1, so this point is nothing but c. And then there is fourth point, that is d, 3 comma minus 1, means x is equals to 3 and y is equals to minus 1. So here it is 1 2 and 3, x is equals to 3 and y is equals to minus 1. So here the y are 1 2 3 4 and here they are minus 1 minus 2 minus 3 and minus 4 and so on. So we want to plot this point d, this point 3 comma minus 1, that is x is equals to 1 2 3 and minus 1 is here, so this point will be here. Now similarly we can find many number of points here for this given equation x plus y is equals to 2. Now if we join all these equation, what we are getting? See, if we join this equation, we are getting a straight line, right? So what is our observation here? If we draw the graph of this equation, it will give rise to a straight line here. If you observe here, a b c d are collinear points or in a single line, so and that is why they are called as linear equation, because their graph is nothing but a line, and from line the word linear is extracted, and that is why they are called as linear equation. And since there are two variables, so linear equation in two variable, because the graph of the equation is straight line. So similarly you can solve many example using graphs also here. So in this way we had studied the basics of linear equation in two variable, where we had learned the first thing how they are formed with some real life example. Then second bit we had seen what is the standard form, how to use it and why it is needed. In the third bit we had seen why these equations are called as linear equations, because we are getting their graph as a straight line. So I had taken this simple example. Here we will conclude our video. I hope you like it. Please like, share and comment, and soon we will meet with new video and new topic. Up to that, goodbye.